Welcome, ladles and jelly spoons. Once again, it is your host, Driver Jace, your chief spomiteer. Now, I've got to remind you that because of my job changing in a way that means that the jobs that I deliver to and collect from, blah blah, they're not brilliant. They're not the best. So it tends to be a bit awkward. And I'm not having much luck of late. But hey, I can only do what I can do, can't I? Wind the window up a bit. Wind the window up a bit. Get that out of the way. There you go. Okay, so. Does anybody know where we are? I can tell you. We are in Winsford. Yes, we are in Winsford. Winsford. Oh, yes, my dears, we're in Winsford. We are on our way to Haydock. And being as though I ain't really done this one, to be honest with you, I thought it's a nice day, so let's crack on with it, shall we? Why not, indeed? Crack on, as they say. The sun is shining, the weather is free, yeah. It's all good. And there might be something decent to look at and all on our way down here. You never know. Anyway, yes. This will probably take about. What we had, 40 minutes maybe, something like that, possibly. But the traffic has been absolutely lame, and I mean lame. It's took me the better part of 4 hours in total to get from Leeds to Winsford. Now, yes, I know it's a bit of a jaunt anyway, but apparently there was an accident on the M62 somewhere. I didn't see anything, but the backlog of traffic was just an absolute fucking nightmare. So, hey ho. We got there in the end, and my bladder was like fucking this big and bigger. Oh, it was like a fucking fire hose when I was at. Oh my God! Yes, terrible. There you go, you see. There you go. But other than that, everything else is hunky-dory, as they say. I think I've got a couple of videos to put up on the weekend for yous. I didn't do much this week anyway because I have been suffering with a racked off migraine, and that lasted until yesterday, and thankfully today it's alright. I can feel it in the distance in the back of my eye, but you know, it's all right now. But I'll tell you what, fucking hell, you don't want to drive, you don't want to do fuck all, and yet I have no choice, unfortunately. No choice at all. Ooh, that's just too good to miss. That action replay. Ding ding. What? It just looked very, very nice. So full of spice. When you dance and sing. Alright, enough of that. This is some little street that I have no idea what, but I know where I'm going. So there's that dilemma, right? I don't know what road it is, I don't know what the street's called, but I know where I'm going. Yes. And I know where I'll end up. But being as it's like this, I thought, well, I might as well show you because there is some nice scenery about, wonderful distraction, and why not share? Got to share, ain't you? We've got to share. It's about time I had something like this. The majority of it will be on the motorway, yes, granted, because as soon as I get onto the M6 at junction 18, that'll be it all the way up until 23. But you know, we may get the odd monkey. We might. There may be a couple of gazelles as well. Possibly a cheetah. Or even a leopard. We might even get a crocodile. We just don't know. Could be anything. Who's to say? Life is full of possibilities. Can I get round this one? No, I can't. If he pulled into the fucking bus stop at the fucking road, I might get round him. I really, with a passion. Do. So what, dude? You carry on. Is there a possibility yet? Can I get round this fucking annoying person? Maybe. No, not yet. See, because the road's too narrow and there's vehicles coming, I can't do fuck all. But if this twat here got on the footpath, hit the fucking road! Might be alright, you know what I mean? Come on, dude. Fucking shift your fuck-eyed thing at the road. I can't do anything. And this is why I get fucked off with cyclists, because they're thick as pig shit. He knows he's blocking the fucking road off, and yet he's still fucking dawdling on the bastard foot on the road. He should be on the fucking footpath out the way. Because this road is too narrow for me to start swinging around, blocking fucking road off. Too dangerous. Pootling along because this guy's. Any chance he'll sneak off on the footpath in a minute because it's convenient for him? Right, get around him. See, I've got to go out in front of this traffic here, on oncoming traffic. Because that fucking wanker. Fucking prick. I hate him! I hate him with a passion! Ah, they're fucking horrible! They've got about as much fucking brain power to rub together to make fucking friction. Fucking numpties. Unbelievable. Ah, now I feel much better now. Hello, sweetness. Ah, hey. Good God, I'm fucking baking in here, man. Dear me. Baking, fucking baking. I'm having an absolute meltdown. Come on, cool the fuck down, will you? Good grief. It's like a bloody oven in here. Yeah. At least that's blowing cold. But you see the dilemma though there, right? That cyclist, right? He's obviously hasn't got the fucking power to manoeuvre himself correctly, right? He's just huffing and puffing. But surely, right, he's got to realise that he's in the fucking way, right? But no, he don't care two fucks. He's on his merry way. Instead of fucking get on the footpath out the road so vehicles can get past of this nature. Cars, fine, they can just stoodle on round. I mean, you will probably get the odd lorry driver that might even do something stupid and just fucking barge past him and end up knocking him off the fucking thing. Pray. But, you know, I'd rather do it safely. Because the last thing I want is fucking boons being squished and crushed and busted and all sorts of things because some fucking dipshits on his push bike in the way. No, I'd rather go around in the correct manner. It's safe enough. But hey, whatever. What can you do? Not a fat fucking lot. You can only do what you can do. Meanwhile, back in Saneland, hello! We are traversing down this little street now. Lots of fields and farmer stuff, and it's all nice and pretty. Yes. Not for long, mind you, because it'll change when we get to the M6. It'll be boring, boring and boring. But at least we'll go over the Farewell Viaduct, so that's something, won't it? You know what I mean? That is something. Oh yes. That, my friends, is something. And when it's like this, happy days. Happy days are here again. Cacos, moo-moos. Come on then. Who of you out there think cows are cute? Come on. You know who you are. Cooling down a bit now. Oh yes. Cooling down a little bit. Turn that noisy thing off. Well, sort of. I've got it dribbling. Be quieter. We've just had to put up with the creakiness up there instead. Every time I come into this vehicle, I always wedge a piece of tissue paper in between the gap up there, stop it from creaking. And then the tramper who's in it all the while always takes it back out again. I don't know if he can do that though, personally. I mean, it's like you must constantly have that thing creaking down his ear hole, and that would drive me insane. It really would. I couldn't have that all the while. I wedged some copper slip up there, like I painted with some copper slip. Yeah. Vaseline? Aye aye. Less of that talk. Right, we are now happily entering the MM16. The MM16. I hope the traffic's better this way this time. Good grief. Should be, with a bit of luck. Put in the winker data, put in the winker data, put in the winker data on. Thank you, dude. Yes, as we are now hurtling our way northbound on the M6, we are heading towards Haydock. Looks like my camera's a bit on the wonk. Fuck it. I hate it when it's on the wonk though, it's annoying. It's frustrating. It's just like... it bugs the crap out of me, it does. Ah well, never mind. Oh. Boo! Fucking move, you lot of fucking gobbly gibbly gobbly gib fucking num num num. I have been fucking mud wrestling through traffic all morning. Can we please not have any now? Let's just get on with our day, get loaded, get back, and go home. It's Friday tomorrow. Get in there. Fucking Friday. Have some of that. Yes. Brings the weekend, doesn't it? It's cooling down now. That's nice, that is. At least the AC works in this thing. That's one thing I can tick off the box. Yeah. I am grateful that my migraine's gone now. Oh, that was annoying. It's like you're trying to think, but you can't. You're trying to do things like you normally do, but you can't. And you feel like you've done something, but you haven't. Oof, it's not good. No, not good at all. You feel a little bit out of sorts, if you like. Not 100%. No. Not at all. It's the type of feeling that you tend to do silly little mistakes as well, and it's not good. No, it's not good at all. No. No. I know I'm still in the middle lane. I'm just waiting for this guy here, right? Is he going to actually overtake this vehicle, or is he going to actually wait until I get right up to his fucking axles first and then stick the indicator on? Let's see, shall we? Because I am creeping on him. Getting closer. He's quite happy sitting there with about a car and a half length between him and the vehicle in front. That's safe. Yeah, really. Now that's what they call tailgating, and that's what you shouldn't do. No, it's not good, is it, that? Yeah, well, yeah, never mind. Now, it's alright if you're going to, creep up and then overtake, but, I mean, you had plenty of time to overtake there. You really did. Hopefully he'll probably overtake in a minute when I've gone past him, so maybe that's what he was waiting for. Could be, you never know. We'll see. We'll soon see. We will see. No, he's still there. No, he's still there. I can't do that. I just can't do that. See, when you think about it, right, his vision is limited, very much so, right? And he'll keep sort of like scooting over like that to see what's in front, but he is limited. But if the bloke in front has to do anything serious like stop, he ain't got much of a chance, has he, really? Nah, it's not good. Nope. Don't like doing that. No. No. It's not good. the crazy driver deterrents on, haven't I? When you think about it. And these cameras are active, they're on. And nobody's being silly. Love that. Take them off, everybody acts like a numpty, put them back on again, they'll all behave themselves. I love that. Oh dear. Ooh, look at that, nice and shiny and new, nice and shiny and new, nice and shiny and new, nice and shiny, nice and shiny, nice and shiny and new. We are coming up towards junction 19. I can move over a bit now. Plenty of room. Oh, so traffic shouldn't be too bad. Fingers crossed, that is. Catching up now. Oh, need to get round these people. That's it, you just shove yourself in there, kid. That's the safest place to be, isn't it? You fucking gomper. Thank you. See? See? Right, round here. Now, is it worth me pulling back over for a spell? I think it will for a moment. I'll have to move back again in a minute because I'm catching up. I always do it anyway. I try to gauge it. Keeping an eye on that mirror there because I might have to move over. Gauge my spacing. Nothing coming down the slip road, but I'm going to move over anyway. Doopy doop, doopy doopy doop doo. See? It isn't hard. It's just drive. It's fun. Driving is awesome, driving is fun, driving is exciting stuff to do. I prefer it when the sun's out though. Oh yes, when the sun is shining, smiles all around. Oh, it also brings out the lovelies as well. Oh, it does. When the sun is out, the pretties are out too. Pretties. It was a bit cold this morning though, I think, to be honest with you. 6 degrees on the clock when I got in the car this morning and tootled on the way to work. And I'm like, because of the way my head's been performing, I'm driving away thinking, please don't start aching, please don't start aching, please don't start aching, because it was sore, honestly. Absolutely. I'm going to keep going on about it because it was painful. I mean, anybody out there who suffers with migraines, they'll know what I'm on about. It ain't fun. No. Shoving a bunch of pills down my neck, and that don't help really, but you know. Good enough, I suppose. What we got? In 2 miles, Lynn Services. But we're not going there though. Oh no, we're going to carry on. I can give you the a little bit of the M6 northbound. It's not too bad up this way, you know. There is some bits and bobs we can see. It's not brilliant though. The majority of our driving though is up and down there. Yeah, that's not good, is it really? Dude, what are you doing? I ain't gonna say it. Oh dear. Never mind. Never the mind. Another one? Not so shiny and new, mind you. Here's a question, right? If you like to obviously say you're Stobart watchers, like, you know, the ones who are out there to clickety click, if you see them on my videos, do you class them as seeing them or not? It's just a thought, you know what I mean? Like, say if I flick out and just happens to be one of them going down that side, do you go, ah, and do you note that down? Do you cheat? You see, I mean, you know, just a thought. I mean, could you say it was cheating, or could you say, like, class it as actually seeing it? Because if you think about it, it's on the road. Well, I'm on the road. I'm videoing the road, so, you know. I couldn't care less, mind you, but I'm not really bothered about that sort of stuff, you know what I mean? It's not something I really care about, to be fair. As a matter of fact, I class myself as more of as a strange type of lorry driver, because I love to drive these things. I do. I really like driving them, but I'm not one of these drivers that lavishes a load of crap all over them and doing all that sort of shit and putting this, that and the other on them. No, can't be doing that. It's just not for me. And I don't go to truck shows either, and none of that sort of thing, because I just ain't that bothered about it, you know. Is that weird? Do you think that? I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there that do like to give the truck shows, and they've got their lorries are all painted up, or they've got all the fandangle bits and bobs, and they spend hours upon hours and on hours of cleaning and polishing and cleaning and just going nuts and spending a fucking fortune. I'm like, nah. Honestly, I can't do that. No. I prefer the actual just out there and driving around, and that's the sort of thing that's for me. I like that, the manoeuvrability and being able to put this thing where most people wouldn't be able to. You know what I mean? That's what I enjoy doing. That kind of challenge. You know what I mean? Being able to say, oh, you can't get that in there. Hang on a minute, let's try it. You know what I mean? That's the sort of thing I like. Whenever there's a challenge to stick my vehicle somewhere or take it somewhere, I like that. There are some times where I get a bit skittish because of the fact that it may end up going down a road that we shouldn't be. But, you know, it's like, well, you've got no bleeding choice, I've got to go down there. And I know there's been a bit of a thing about weight limits of late. And this is the bit that makes me laugh, right? They're going on about weight limits and lorry drivers taking it out of the weight limits, but they're showing signs with a 7.5 ton limit but with a sign underneath it saying except for access. Now, we can go down there if we obviously need to go down there, because it says except for access. It basically means we can't go down there if we're only using it as a through road, right? But if there's a place down there that we have to get there to unload or load, then we've got to use it. There's no two ways about it. Now, I don't think drivers would be using the 7.5 ton limit if it was just 7.5 ton limit, that's the end of it. They wouldn't do that. And not if they've got a brain in their head anyway. They wouldn't, you know, if it's got an access sign underneath it, then, you know, that's the way it goes. That we can use it, it's as simple as long as we use it for the purpose it's meant for. But there's one guy being interviewed. He was, I think he's an owner. He owns an haulage company, and he was going on about, you know, if drivers are getting fined, like that's it, they give up and won't let him through, and that's the end of it. Like, you know, they're going to quit. And he's going about the fact that we're losing enough drivers as it is. We're like a 50,000 drivers shortage, and the youngsters of today, they don't want to even bother with lorry driving anymore. You know, they ain't interested in it, you know, because the way the industry is. And it's like, I'm thinking, you know what, the guy's got a valid point there, realistically. You know, the way that the haulage industry at the moment, as it stands, is the least likely career that youngsters are going to want these days, right? They ain't interested in it. Don't get me wrong, you know, there's a bunch of you lot on my video channel who like to watch me doing all this and go, oh yeah, I'd love to do it like that. And you want to be a driver, right? I show you what I can show you, but you don't see it all, right? You don't see the crap that we have to deal with, right? And we do deal with some proper shite sometimes, right? Granted, not all times, but it's you know, it's a thankless job. That's the truth. It really is a thankless job, and we've got so many restrictions on us, so many rules that we have to keep in our head all the time, and we have to try and you know, make sure we're as safe as we possibly can be. And there's certain things that actually put in our way that make our lives more awkward, that takes the fun out of the job, to be fair. It really does. Me personally, I always drive to a point where I try and think of as many ways to do it safely, right? To better my skill at driving, if you want, I'm going to put it that way. Be a visual and observant of things around me. That's why my head's always spinning. Paying attention to what's around the side of me, behind me, if I can see it from a distance, because obviously if they're back far enough, I can see them. If they are right up my back door, well, unfortunately I can't see them. Right, so I don't know what they're doing, but I try to be as courteous as I possibly can. Sometimes you have to push it a little bit, but, you know, within reason. That's not always the case with a lot of people. That tend to be always bang, 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 keep going, push, 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 and then they don't think of what's around them. They don't tend to be arsed about it. They lose patience and they get annoyed. A bit like me and push bikes. That's a different thing altogether. They're just annoying, full stop. They're in the way. But you know, because of the delay with that push bike, for an instance, because I need to get round him safely, so that I don't interfere with him, if you like, in a way. A better choice of words, I suppose. But to overtake him safely, that's what I had to do. I had to wait, because it's a country lane, narrow road, can't see what's coming around me, can't accelerate fast enough to get round him, so I've got to make sure that I can get round him in a safer way. So that's what I have to do. I have to wait. It's annoying, granted, it really is. because they don't think. So you have to think for them. And if you actually sat down and spoke to the youngsters of today and tell them, obviously I can't give you the complete rundown of it all because it's not fair, is it? But one-on-one, give you the spiel and the rundown of what you have to do as a lorry driver. And if I told you now at the age of what, I don't know, 14, 15, 16, 17, you would think twice about driving. You really would. It's like this stupid concept of allowing 18-year-olds behind the wheel, right? All because they do the so-called CPC, which is an absolute fucking farce, right? Without a doubt, hands down, the biggest pile of shite I've ever known in my life is the CPC, right? I did 35 hours of CPC, and it's the five modules of 7 hours, and each module is exactly the same. So you tell me, what did I learn? I know everything there is about push bikes. That's why they get on my fucking wick so much. But that's it. That's all we ever did was the push bikes. Now you tell me, is that a proper way to do a CPC course? No, not at all. If it was worth the fucking paper that was printed on, you would have 5 set syllables, right? 5. You do the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, and each one would be different, right? No, not what I did. I didn't do it. So, you give an 18-year-old a CPC, again, pointless, and stick them behind the wheel, you are doomed for failure straight away. I don't care who you are doomed for failure. Now then, I want to back off here because we're coming up towards my junction. I know I could overtake this camper van thing that's towing a car behind it, but see, safety. Why shoehorn yourself behind it, and try and squeeze in? What's the point? I've only got half a mile to go. I'll back it off a bit. I'm doing 45 miles now. It's annoying, granted, but it's the better way to do it. It really, that's how I look at it. There's no rush to get there. There's no point shoehorning yourself in there. But people then will take chances and they will try to sneak in. Now, I will say this: there are opportunities where that doesn't happen, right? Where you can't hang back. You're overtaking from a distance, but there's not really time to get in. It's like this guy here who's just come flying down there and then he just cut straight in at the last minute, right? Mr. fucking BMW driver here. Because it's complacence that they do it all the while and they think that that's the norm. But they don't realise that one day that he's going to do that and then he ain't going home. Why? What's the point? What are you going to gain? I mean, he's not gaining fuck all. It's just dangerous driving. But there are times, like I said, where you're overtaking something in one of these vehicles and it comes to the point where you are getting close to your junction. But what I say is this: if it looks like you are going to go past it, then go past it. Get off the next one, come round and go back down again. That's the only thing I can do. Say about that. That's the easier way out of it. And in that way, safer. It really is. That's what you call the happy mistake, if you like, because you go, fuck, misjudged that. Next one, turn around, come back down. And what's wrong with that? That's not a problem. Doesn't cause any hassles, doesn't cut anybody up. And it certainly doesn't cause any accidents, does it? No. It certainly don't. No. Oh We're on the 580. Yeah, lovely. Kill your speed, not yourself. It's not just yourself, it could also be somebody else. What it should say there is, take chances today, might not get home tomorrow. Yeah, but again, like I say, with the youngsters today, they're not interested in it, not as much as we used to be. And I've liked the idea of driving lorries when I was younger, like, you know, I thought I wouldn't mind having a go. And I had first-hand opportunity. I went out with a friend of mine who passed his test when he was 21, when that was when you're supposed to. And he'd had driving experience anyway when he was younger, same as me. He was driving when he was 17, and at least he'd got experience under his belt. But I don't see what giving a young teenager of 18 a CPC warrants experience at all. No. I mean, most companies anyway tend to, their insurance will range from 25 onward anyway. Yeah, I know. You can pass your test at 21, but insurance is 25. Yeah, what I mean. But I can't blame them. I mean, you stick in an 18-year-old behind the wheel of one of these, the insurance would be astronomical. I mean, look at they can't even insure a car today for less than what, £1,500. So, can you imagine what it's going to cost to insure one of these? Yeah, right. Well, you know, just because they've passed a CPC, whoop-de-fucking-do. I mean, even if they pass their test on, you know, a few months after their 17th birthday, the car test, that's what I'm on about. Where's the experience? As soon as they've got their car licence, right, then the 18th birthday goes by, they've had less than a year's experience of driving that, and then they're taking a CPC to drive one of these. Sorry, no. That's just stupid. It's got to be the most fucking insane thing I've ever known in my whole life. But that's my opinion, and I'm going to stick to it. Realistically, you need a minimum, and I mean this, a minimum of 5 years experience on the road before you even think about getting to one of these things. And that's why I'm sticking to that train of thought. And I don't mean, I mean 5 years minimum experience from when you've actually passed your test. So I don't care when you pass your test at 17 or you passed your driving test at 21. 5 years later, then you can apply for one of these. That's the rule. That's what I reckon it should be. Anyway, I'm going. Time to go. So have a good day. Yeah, food for thought. And I'll speak to you again later. Go on then. Off you pop.